until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away. Our bodies move to the groove and the light that flickers. We get lost in the crowd, it's getting thicker. Get away from the drinks and chatter. Haven't said a word, but it doesn't matter. Feel the air getting thinner. I'm standing in a blurry dream. No one else can see us. Live your life within the moment. And don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away. Feel the air get thinner. I'm standing in a blurry dream. No one else can see us. So let's dance this night away. Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free. Let's go. Be free. Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche, we're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow, we can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free.
I'm sitting here telling you I have technical difficulties and I'm muted the whole time. So sorry. Hi. How are you? My name is Marley Bird. Welcome to the Lunch and Learn with Marley Bird. We are going to learn a little bit about crochet mosaic stitches today. And I'm trying to get everything set up here. And for some reason, my overhead camera is not connecting. So while we're here, I am going to try and get this to connect again quickly. Let's see here. There should be sound now. Okay, good. Yeah, I had it on mute. I usually try and keep it on mute so that way the sound from the video that plays won't interrupt or get feedback. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so hi everybody. There are so many of you here today, and I really want to show you how to do all this. So I'm trying to figure out how to set it up so that way I can show you on my camera. So I have you can see here, I have my camera up here from my phone. But my other camera is up here and it doesn't want to connect. It keeps telling me that there is a program allowing it to connect and I don't understand why. So we're gonna give this another try, and just everybody out there, if you're a praying type, let's pray that this will connect. Please. Nope, it won't let me connect. So we're gonna figure this out. I am going to see if I can get this to connect on my phone. I don't even know if I can do that, y'all. So give me just a second. While I'm doing this, let's all say hello here today. I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna put this up here. Say hello here today. Hi, am I frozen? Oh my gosh, I am just having technical difficulties all over the place. Oh, guys, am I still frozen? What a pain in the rear, I'm telling you. Stephanie, the full moon was Tuesday. Yep, it was, and I fully experienced that completely. Okay, so I'm not frozen. Good. So we are going to figure out how to get my camera to show up on screen. So let me open up another program real quick, you guys, and see if I can get it to connect there. If that's all right with all of you, if you can give me just a minute. Just so that you guys know, the link to today's pattern is in the video description box. So if you need to go there, now the other program isn't opening. What is happening, you guys? What is happening? There it is. Okay, let's see if it'll connect here. Of course. Nope, no connection. No connection at all. Everything was working just fine before I clicked go live, y'all. I mean, I don't know what is happening. Cuz I even set everything up early today thinking, "All right, I'm going to be on here. Everything's going to be great." I got tommed. Yes. I am so sorry. I don't know what to say. Like, it's just not working. And it's crazy. Yesterday I had to do like an update on my computer. I wonder if that's messing up with the camera. This is just so strange. I never have this kind of problem anymore. And now I'm having the problem and I don't understand. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys, because I want to be able to show you how to do this. All right, so we got to figure out how to get my hands connected. So let me work through this real quickly. I don't know how to unless I call in from my phone, maybe. I'm not real sure. Let me try and do this. I'm sorry. I was trying to get through all of this before you guys were on here. Let's see here. Media source. Okay. Is it there? No. Oh goodness, y'all. This is so frustrating. Talk amongst yourselves. In the meantime, let's talk about, did you happen to see on the this might be it, guys. I might have it. Oh, I think I have it. Did you happen to see the new pattern I released today for the it's for a blanket. It's called the it's a horizontal, I can't even think of the name right now. It's a horizontal crochet cable blanket. It's so fun. It uses Karen cakes. It's a lot of fun to do. Okay, so I think I have this built in. So then let me see if I can, how do I open this so I can show you what this is? I got to get this connected over here. Let me see if I can get this connected over here. This is such a mess. What in the heck? Present, share screen. This might be the best way I can do this, you guys. And I'm gonna try this. Okay, so you're gonna see me double because this is the OBS system. But my question is, how can I make this image just be full? So, because I want you to be able to see that image. Oh my gosh. This is just the craziest thing. I'm so sorry, you guys. This is so new. I don't usually have this kind of a problem. And I'm like, how do I get that? Oh my gosh, because I don't want to start virtual camera. No. Start recording, but that doesn't give me that image any bigger. I don't think I can make this any bigger, y'all. Oh my goodness, this is so frustrating. Oh, and there's so many of you here watching my debacle. Can I make it? Can I go like that? Let me see if I can just keep making this bigger, like this. Maybe that will work. How's that? I guess it just shows the screen bigger for you. Doesn't really do much. All right. Well, goodness gracious. I don't know. This is like the best I have. Will that work? Can you guys see down here even? Let me see. So this is what we were going to work on. It looks sideways, doesn't it? I think I need to tilt like this. Anyways, this is what we're going to work on. Can you guys see it all? Will that work? Will that work at all, you guys? I know it's small. This is just killing me. This is killing me. I don't know why my camera is turning on. It's just the connection from the camera to the computer is not wanting to work. I don't know if this will work for you guys. I hope it will, because this is all I got. This is what I got for today. I don't know what is happening. Let me try this one more time. I try to connect one more time because I just turned off the camera and turned it back on. We're going to give it a try. And it says no. It says fail to connect to the camera due to a conflict with the function of another running application. I don't have any other applications running, so I don't know why it won't connect. This is what I got. This is what I got. So we're going to go like this. So you get both of me. All right. So you can see me. You're going to see. That's what we got today, y'all. I'm so sorry. So first off, go download that pattern. It's a free pattern available on yarnspirations.com. I've put a link in the video description box below. Red Heart is here. Hi, Red Heart. I'm trying. I'm trying, you guys. When you get the pattern, you will see that this is on the very last page of the pattern. This is actually the chart. Okay. I like the chart, and so I printed it off to follow along with the chart, and you can do that as well. What's great about the Yarnspirations pattern, if I could do a present and screen share, I don't think I can because I'm already screen sharing, but you're going to have to look at the pattern on your own, y'all. But there are a lot of words. It walks you through everything you need to know to how to run this pattern. If you know me at all, you know that I get really caught up on the words. And so being able to follow a chart is extremely helpful for me. So I'm going to see if I can get this to go like this, because this is actually how it's presented to me. Good. All right. So if I have the pattern straight like so, am I far enough away? Are you guys okay? Should I tilt this up a little bit? Is that a little better? It's going to be like right in front of my face now, but it might be better for you with looking at the form. Oh my gosh. So many technical difficulties, of course, right? Okay, so I have grabbed 2 different colors of yarn and I have the chart here. Now, the chart, if you're looking at the chart, y'all, you can see this is obviously just a partial version of the pattern as a whole. So this only shows 2 repeats and then the beginning and the end part of the pattern. So a total of 46 chains is what you would do to follow along down here at the bottom. Now, when you're doing mosaic stitches, one thing I want you to know is, and these are the key things when you're doing mosaic, okay, guys? So the bottom of my swatch right here, this is what I've already got worked up. I did 46 chains and then I did 1 full row of just single crochets, okay? 1 full row of just my single crochets. Then on the next row, that is where I changed colors, okay? I changed colors. And that is when you start to do your setup, okay? Now, what does that mean? As you're working across, you are always working across in single crochets, okay? The difference is that when there is an area that a double crochet, or what Yarnspirations calls a mosaic double crochet, will be worked the next time this color is worked, like the color beneath it, there are chains. So we have single crochets and chains, and then the mosaic double crochet. So a mosaic double crochet sounds real fancy. It's just a double crochet worked 2 rows below where you are. And another way to think about it is it's usually worked 2 rows below into the same color you're using. So for example, right here is a mosaic double crochet that I worked with this green color, this green tea color. And what happened was when I got to the part of the green where there were 2 chains right there, there were 2 chains, I knew I had to do a mosaic double crochet. Now, a mosaic double crochet, like I said, it just drops down 2 rows and I worked into the very first single crochet row that I did. But you'll notice I did not work around those chains, okay? You make the double crochet in front of the chains, okay? That's very important. You do not work around the chains when you're doing mosaic stitch like this. Okay. You're not going to work around the chains. We're going to work in front of the chains. So if you can do a single crochet and chains and a double crochet, you can do mosaic. It's a fun way to create really great color work. Now, I have worked through several rows, obviously. I'm back to my darker green color, and you can see here that I have chain spaces that are built into where the green was, right? Some are 4, some are 2. It all depends on what the pattern says. One thing to make note is that you will always have 1 more chain made than the number of stitches that you skipped for that section. So I know that in this section here, I did 4 chains. And I also know I skipped 3 stitches. I also can deduce that that means I will have 3 mosaic double crochets made when I come back over here and work over top in front of, I don't know how else to say it, in front of those chains to do my double crochet. Okay, does that make sense? All right. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to put this back on my work. I know this is hard to look at on here on screen, so make sure you're looking at yours. But right here, this is row 3 is what I'm going to be working on. If you're looking at the chart, I'm looking at row 3. Okay, row 3 is what I'm going to be working on. So I've changed colors and I do ladder up my colors. Okay. So meaning I don't cut every single row. When it's time to change colors, I just pull my color up from the last time I used it and I use it. So I start off here on row 3. I have a single crochet in the first one. I'm going to do a single crochet in the next. I'm doing the best I can, you guys. Thank you so much for being patient with me. I don't know what's going on. Okay. So I did a single crochet in the next, and now you'll see that there are 2 chains. So 2 chains means I'm going to skip 1 stitch, right? Because I always do 1 chain more than I do a stitch. So I skip 2 chains. Now I'm going to do, or I'm sorry, I work 2 chains, skip a single, and I'm going to do a single crochet in the next 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, get myself some slack here. Now, that brings me up to where these chains are from the previous row. And that's where you know you're going to be doing a mosaic double crochet. And like I said, you want to come down here. We're going to work into the colors down here. And we want to work in front of these chains. So yarn over your hook. Come all the way down here to where the skip stitches are. Put your hook in and then bring your hook back up in front of those chains. Okay, see how your hook and the yarn is in front of those chains? Now yarn over your hook, pull through, yarn over, draw through 2, yarn over, draw through 2. So that was 1. Let's do that again. 2 and 3. Okay, so we did our 3 double crochets, mosaic double crochets. Again, all that means is we dropped down 2 rows, we worked in front of our chains, and we completed double crochets. Pretty easy, right? Now we do 4 single crochets according to the pattern. I'm just following along with the pattern. 3 and 4. Now I'm going to chain 2, skip 1. That brings me to 2 chains right here. So I know I have a mosaic double crochet. So I yarn over my hook, come down into that stitch I skipped previously, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2, yarn over, draw through 2. Okay. And then I chain 2. Now, as we're working through this, so I chain 2, skip 1, and then I go to the next where it's single crochet 4. As I'm working this row and I'm working my mosaic double crochets, I'm essentially filling in those blank spaces that were set up on the previous 2 rows. At the same time, when I do these chains on this row, I am setting up where my double crochets, my mosaic double crochets will be placed the next time I change colors. Okay. So you're doing twofold as you work this round. You're filling in the blanks that you prepared previously over those chains. And then you're creating new chains wherever the pattern tells you to in preparation for the next time you get to that color. Now I'm working my 3 mosaic double crochets right here. Okay. And then I'm going to do single crochet 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then here we go. We're going to set up. So we chain 2, skip 1. That brings us to our chains right here for our mosaic double crochet. Just 1 right here. Oop, don't snag any yarn. And then chain 2, skip 1. And then we have 4 single crochets. And back to my mosaic double crochet right here. I'm going to have 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. All right. And then I continue on. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is going to be a setup again. So I chain 2, skip 1, and finish with 2 singles. All right. So to me, I would call that like on here, it's row 3. I would call that like, 3A or whatever. Okay. So the reason I say that is every time you work mosaic, when you do it in this manner, we will work with this green color that I'm using with right now. You work 2 rows with that. The first row is essentially to fill in your mosaic double crochets and to set up any chains for the next time you have to do mosaic double crochet with the next color. The second row going back, we are just putting single crochets wherever there are stitches And wherever there are chains, you're going to do the same number of chains over top. So you really don't need to look at the pattern for the way back. You'll just chain one, turn your work. And when you see a stitch, put a single crochet in it, whether it's a double crochet or a single. So I have 2 singles right there. And then I know I have a chain 2. So I will chain 2 right over top of that. And I will single crochet in these 4 singles. And then this is where it can get a little tricky. You'll get used to it once you get going. But as you come up to this, you're like, oh, wait, I have all these chains right here. And I have my mosaic double crochets. Which ones do I go into? You always leave those chains free unless a pattern tells you otherwise. Like it might be that a pattern wants you to lock those in sometimes, but it's a rare occasion. I know I did it on a couple of mine. But you're just going to single crochet right into the top of those mosaic double crochets. So you see how row two is real easy. It's like you get a relaxation time after you put in all of that thinking of, oh, I got to do mosaic double crochets. I got to do chains. I got to do singles. This one, you just do singles, right? So we have 2 singles here, 1, 2, and then we have our mosaic double crochet and then chain 2. And the chain 2 goes right over top of that. So you just skip it. You go to those stitches again. See how easy that is? All right. So this is really, it's not a difficult stitch to work, and you get some really fantastic mosaic stitches, colorwork stitches. I have done several different patterns using crochet mosaic stitches and knitting mosaic stitches. I mean, I have an entire course in the Marley Bird House all about colorwork, and mosaic is an entire module in there called, it's Camp Colorwork is what you would want to look for. And it's amazing the amount of work you can do with mosaic stitches, because this is just one form of mosaic. There's also mosaic stitches where you do 1 row of color at a time and you work the stitches a little bit differently. It's a lot of fun. You can make some beautiful projects. So if you're looking for free patterns, of course, there are some wonderful ones over at yarnspirations.com. I have a lot of mosaic patterns also at marleybird.com. And what's great, guys, if you haven't been to marleybird.com recently, I redid the whole website. So there are filter features. So you could filter out and do like a search for crochet mosaic or filter crochet mosaic. It's pretty exciting stuff. Anyways, so got to the end of my row. When you change colors, you want to change colors when you have 2 loops left on your hook. So I just keep it real consistent. I bring my new color up in front of my old color and I yarn over, draw through 2. And so when I turn my work, I chain 1 and turn. I'm going to have like this sort of like braided look going on as they come up. And when I add a border, I just tuck those in and they'll be hidden. They'll go away. Okay. All right. So we just did 2 rows. Doesn't look like much yet, right? Because you're just kind of getting started. But as you get going, it's going to be really cool. So here we go. It's kind of funny, guys. The camera keeps trying to connect still. So I keep getting notifications that it's not connecting. It's really, really kind of crazy. Okay, so I am going to move on. This is row 5 on your chart. So if you're following along with the chart, it's row 5, okay? And you'll notice on the chart, there's that long double crochet. It goes right over top of those chains and it goes all the way down to what would have been like row 2. So the stitches that we're working on row 5 when we do the double crochet mosaic, we're going to go all the way down to our row 2. All right, so row 5. So I have 2 doubles. I've already come up to my chains here, so I know I have a mosaic. So I'm going to skip over top of those, come all the way down here to the skipped stitch. Make sure I'm not working around those doubles. I'm in front of them. Not doubles, chains. Sorry, too many words. So I did my mosaic double, then I do a single, chain 2. So that is my setup for where my long double crochet will be for the next time, because I'll skip 1 And then I have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 single crochets. So skip 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we do our, look at my row 5, chain 2. So chain 1, chain 2, skip 1, single crochet in the next, mosaic double crochet, single crochet in the next, mosaic double crochet, single crochet in the next, chain 2, skip 1. I think this is 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, because we're on our repeat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, chain 2, skip 1, single in the next, mosaic double crochet, single crochet, mosaic double crochet, single crochet, chain 2, skip 1, single crochet 7, chain 2, skip 1, single crochet, mosaic double crochet, single crochet in the last 2. Now I do want to remind you, I am looking at this chart, but there are written instructions. So if you have come in late and you're like, I don't like charts, don't worry, there are written instructions as well. That pattern is free. The link is in the video description box below. Whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube, you can check that out. But that's where we are right now. When you turn your work, I mean, maybe I'm a little bit crazy, but I love the little extra texture that happens with these little the chains. Like I think they look really cool, so I like them. But remember, this is like our B side, right? So on this one, we just have to do our single crochets into all of the stitches and then do chains wherever there are chains. So whenever we see a chain, we want to make sure we do chains. So that's a stitch. And that's a stitch. And if you're ever in doubt, you could always take a look at the chart and you'll quickly be able to see exactly how many stitches you're supposed to be working across a row. Let's keep going here. Awesome. What do you guys think so far? How many of you have tried mosaic crochet stitches before? Whether it's done in the inlay or the inset, or maybe just in rows. Kind of a funny story here. My very first crochet project was something called the Navajo blanket. And it was my very first stitches are on that blanket. And it used a mosaic form of crochet where you do a long double crochet 2 rows down to create these really cool teardrop looking stitches. And so my very first crochet project used these same skills that I'm doing right now. The whole thing was single crochet. I worked through the back loop only. I always had the right side of the work facing me. And whenever the pattern called for it, I would drop down essentially and do sort of like a mosaic double crochet, only I did it in the front loop only of the single crochet where I had done the back loop only. So the front loops were all exposed. And it's really fun. I still have it to this day. I made it for an ex-boyfriend. And when we broke up, I asked for the blanket back and I got it because, I mean, why not? Of course I would. And it's amazing. So I still have it to this day. It's great. So I guess you could say my passion for crochet mosaic stitches goes back literally to the very beginning, where I was using red heart yarn that I got at Walmart to make a lovely blue and white blanket. If you're on Ravelry, you could actually see the blanket in my projects if you ever want to go take a peek. But it was pretty amazing. Some of you are just saying that you've never tried it before. This is a lot of fun to do. If you are somebody who wants to maybe try even more color work, one thing you could do, I forgot to change colors here, so I'm going to change colors. Remember I said I bring the old up in front of or I bring the new in front of the old. If you want to work with it where you have a solid color and you do stripes with the other one, that would be really pretty. Or there's the new Red Heart Speckle yarn out. How many of you have seen the new Speckle yarn? It's available at Walmart. It comes in Red Heart Super Saver Jumbo size in the speckle. It's beautiful. You could pick some solid colors of that and use the speckle as the opposite color, and you'd get some really cool looking blankets happening there. But it would be a lot of fun. It would be a lot of fun. All right, so I'm going to set this down. We can kind of see how the trees here are starting to take shape, right? And we have all of these chain areas that are setting us up for the next time we do our long or our mosaic double crochet. How are we feeling with that? We feeling pretty good? I forget that you can see my face. So are we feeling pretty good? I'm hoping you can see that. Like I said, I have a full like make along that I did called the Tournament of Stitches, where we deep dived into crochet mosaic stitches and we made an awesome scarf cowl piece that you could do a lot of really fun stitches. I mean, it's beautiful. And there was a knit version as well, because I am by Crafty. I'm your by Crafty bestie, everybody. So if you're interested in that, I have that. I also, like I said, if you go to the marleybirdhouse.com, there's Camp Colorwork, where there is a ton of instructions for knitting and crochet colorwork options. Mosaic is one of the options. And then if this is something that just ticks those boxes for you, there are so many fun mosaic crochet patterns available at yarnspirations.com. Red Heart. Oh, thank you. Red Heart just gave you a link to the speckle yarn. You can get it over at yarnspirations.com as well. I know, like, in all of the groups that I'm a part of on Facebook, like it's one of those yarns that everybody's like, I got it in this color. What am I going to make in this color? This would be a really fun project to do with that. And you guys, if you wanted to, it's kind of a big scarf, but you could make this be like super scarf size. You could just do the swatch, just like what we're doing right here, and just make a nice long scarf, and you could do all sorts of color things. Or you know what, this is just about pretty good size for like a pillow. You could even add maybe 5 single crochets just on the ends, like 5 single crochets on the ends, maybe some 5 single crochets on the top and bottom, and you can have yourself a really cool throw pillow also. Like, there's so many options. Once you get the concept down of how to do the mosaic stitches, it's really sky's the limit. And I'm going to tell you, as somebody who crochets a lot, I mean, it's what I do for a living. This is one of my favorite things to do. I love crochet mosaic because it's always just exciting to see what the next color set of colors are going to look like as I come to them. And it's just a joy. So thank you guys for being patient with me with my computer woes. I don't know what the heck is happening. So I'm going to try and figure out what is going on. It was working before. And then of course we hit live and it's like, I'm not going to work for you today. So I appreciate all of your help, you guys. Okay, that's it for me, y'all. I really hope you enjoyed this lunch and learn, and you will come back here for more every other Thursday. We are on here on the Red Heart Facebook page or the Marley Bird YouTube channel doing a fun lunch and learn about 1 o'clock. All right, so let me see if I can make everything work here, and I'm going to say I will see you guys later. Does that sound good? Are there any questions really quickly before I say goodbye? I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything because I'm trying to look at everything at the same time, and my camera, like I said, it's still trying to connect, and it's like it keeps popping up in front of everything. So I want to make sure I didn't miss a thing. So you guys tell me. I'm looking here. Thank you. Thank you. Have a great day. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm so glad. You guys seem to really like this. So that's good. That's really good. I'm very excited about that. Yes, you've done Crochet Mosaic. Thank you for another great lunch and learn. Oh, you guys are fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, guys. That's it from me today. I'll see you later. Okay. Bye.
Live your life within the moment. And don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.